How the oil and gas industry works.
Natural gas production is described in terms of cubic feet, similar to the convention for oil. The term MMCF means 1 million cubic feet of gas, BCF means 1 billion cubic feet, and TCF represents 1 trillion cubic feet. Note that natural gas futures trade on the CME Group future exchange but are not measured in cubic feet. Instead, the future contract is based on 1 million British thermal units or MMBTU, which is roughly equivalent to 1,000 cubic feet of gas. E&P companies often describe their production in units of barrel of oil equivalent, BOW. Calculate BOW companies usually convert gas production into oil equivalent production. In this calculation, one BOW has the energy equivalent of 6,040 cubic feet of gas, or roughly 1 barrel to 6 MCF. Oil quantity can be converted into gas quantity in a similar fashion, and gas producers often refer to production in terms of gas equivalency using the term McFay. E&P companies report their oil and natural gas reserves, the quantity of oil and gas they own that is still in the ground, in the same BBL and MCF terms. Reserves are often used to value E&P companies and make predictions for their revenue and earnings. Public oil and gas companies are often required to disclose proven oil and gas reserves quantity as supplementary information, but not as part of their financial statement. Of course, new reserves are essential source of future revenue. So, E&P companies spend a lot of time and money exploring new and tapped reservoirs. If an E&P company stops exploring, it will have only a finite amount of reserves and depleting quantity of oil and gas. Revenue will inevitably decline over time. In short, E&P companies can only maintain or grow revenue by acquiring or finding new reserves. What's an integrated oil company? An integrated oil company is involved in two or more of the stages of oil production. Example, both upstream and downstream. Many of the world's largest and most influential oil companies today are integrated oil and gas companies which have separated division for each stage. Being an integrated company allows for complete control and improved efficiency. It will also provide for various streams of revenue and diversification. However, due to very high capital costs involved with oil exploration and refining, barriers to entry are very high for new competitors. Which countries produce the most oil and gas? As of 2024, the United States is the world's largest net producer of crude oil, followed by Saudi Arabia, Russia, Canada, and China. When it comes to natural gas production, the top five countries include the United States, Russia, Iran, China, and Canada. What are the three B's of oil reserves? Reserves refer to crude oil or natural gas deposits that remain underground and have not yet been extracted. The three B's of reserves refer to proven, probable, and possible. These correspond with the likelihood of successfully drilling in those deposits. The oil and gas industry gives the proven reserves a 90% certainty of being produced, also known as B90. The industry gives probable reserves a 50% certainty, or B50, and possible reserves just a 10% certainty, B10, of actually being produced. What college degree is needed to work in the oil and gas industry? The oil and gas industry requires the work of many individuals with degrees. Degree fields include petroleum, mechanical, chemical engineering, and petroleum geology. Companies also hire graduates with specialties in mathematics, physics, and civil engineering. بادر بالتسجيل وكن مهندس المستقبل. الكلية الليبية للعلوم النفطية. العنوان: معهد التوفيق للغات، الحدائق، بنغازي، ليبيا. هواتف: 091 027 26 74 092 785 30 36. موقع إلكتروني: www.lpsu.education. بريد إلكتروني: admin@lpsu.education.